All right, making some bass traps and baffles today. We'll have some baffles up on the ceiling and some bass traps in the corners. Anyhow, projects for today to start in. Just want to talk a little bit about this SG. I originally repaired this SG. Oh gee, when was it? 2016, 2015? No, 2017. Yeah. Anyhow, as you can see, it's got a custom-made headstock here that does not belong to the original guitar. And what I did is this guitar didn't have a headstock when I got it, but I went ahead and put this one on off a different neck, and this was all done in an apartment, by the way, with minimal tools and stuff, but it's an interesting little thing, not for sale. But what I did is I made the mistake of not putting a sheath around the truss rod when I put it back in, putting pressure up against it. And so for this whole time, I hadn't been able to get much of an adjustment on the truss rod. So what I had to do is I invented this tool here, which is basically a copper pipe, and I made some notches along the top, and which gave it a bit of bite, so it could bite into the epoxy and the wood. And I went ahead and chucked this into a drill and went around that truss rod to free it up to about this deep up inside there. And what that did, then I was able to take out the material and put in a sheath around that rod, and then drive in some wood shims here on top with epoxy. And I put the epoxy in with two wood shims on top of that, driving the tension down on that truss rod, kind of like how they're built in the factory. They put pressure against that truss rod, and then once the truss rod has pressure on it, the way you get your adjustment is by tightening that up, and then that straightens your neck out, takes the bow back like this more. So I'm hoping, it's been about 24 hours now, and I'm hoping that it will work. We'll hope and pray that it does. Okay, anyways, that's that, and I really like this little guitar, and I'll probably keep it. It's like the only thing I don't think it's really fair to try to sell something like this, as it's, if a customer wanted me to do it, then I would, but I don't want to really put this out in the market as being, someone will think that it's a scam or not a Gibson guitar, which it totally is a Gibson SG. It's a 62 reissue, I think, but it's got Dirty Fingers humbuckers on it. Originally it had 57 classics, but anyhow, that's that. All right, peace.